0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are called digits. These by using these digits we can write numbers. Numbers are infinite, we know. Numbers are categorized into groups. One is natural number. In natural number set we will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to infinite numbers, and in whole numbers we will get all natural numbers along with extra 0. In whole numbers we get 0, 1, 2, 3 up to infinite numbers will be present. And the third one is integers, which is noted with Z. In these integers all lone numbers, I mean minus numbers with whole numbers will be present. Let us divide these numbers according to their categories. Here we have N for natural numbers, W for whole numbers, and Z for integers, and Q for our topic rational numbers. Now observe these numbers: 1, -2, 0, 3.5, -6, 1/2, 4.5, and 8. Now consider these numbers according to the category. First, N for natural numbers. In natural numbers we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on numbers. Here what are the natural numbers? 1 and 8. Let's write it. 1 and 8. These two are only natural numbers in these numbers. Next, W, whole numbers. Whole numbers contains natural numbers with an additional integer O. So 0, 1, 8. These are whole numbers. And next, Z, integer. Integer stands for, we know that, minus numbers and plus numbers. So 1, -2, -2, 0, -6 and 8. These are integers. Then what stands for rational numbers? Q. Look at this. I'll write 1, -2, 0, 3.5, -6, 1/2, 4.5, and finally 8. Students, so observe this. Natural numbers containing a 0 is whole numbers. Whole numbers with minus numbers is integers. Natural numbers, whole numbers and integers, and all with these division numbers is also called rational numbers. That means rational numbers contains all natural numbers, all whole numbers, all integers, along with all division numbers. Okay students, numbers which can be represented in the form of P by Q, where Q not equal to 0, are called rational numbers. Rational number set is denoted by capital Q. If sum of two rational numbers is also a rational number, then we say that the set of rational numbers satisfy closure property under addition. For all a comma b belongs to Q, a plus b belongs to Q. This applies to every fundamental process like multiplication, subtraction, division also. Justifying closure property, which is the first property in rational numbers. Whether rational number is a closure property obeying system or not. Let's test it. Now for this we need two rational numbers like this: 1/2, 3/2, or 2/2, 4/5, anything, any two rational numbers you can take, 1/2 and 3/2. In this property what we have to do is adding these two rational numbers, we must get answer is also in rational number. Let's see. 1/2 plus 3/2 is equal to denominator is same, so we can write like this. By directly adding the denominator 1 plus 3, we will get 4 by 2, which is also a rational number. So here we got addition of two rational numbers is also a rational number. Next, subtraction of two rational numbers. Any rational number you can take. 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2. Since the denominator is same, we can write 1 minus 3 is equal to minus 2 by 2, which is almost equal to minus 1, which is also a rational number. And next one, multiplication. 1 by 2 into 3 by 2. In multiplication of rational numbers, we are multiplying numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. 1 into 3 is 3 and 2 2s are 4. 3 by 4 is also a rational number. And next, division. 1 by 2 divided by 3 by 2. Here, we know already how to divide a rational number. Let's cross this. Here we get 1 into 2 divided by 2 into 3. What we will get? 1 into 2 is 2 and 2 into 3 is 6. 2 by 6 is also a rational number. So that now we can say that thus addition is closure. Addition is closure for all rational numbers. So in sign language we can write like this: for all A, B belongs to Q, A minus B also belongs to Q. This is a sentence and this is a sign language. Here, for all A comma B belongs to Q, A into B, AB is also belongs to Q. Here, for all A comma B belongs to Q, A divided by B is also belongs to Q. So we can say that for every addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, for these addition, multiplication, subtraction processes, rational numbers obeys closure property. Commutative property is a reversible process. The change in the order of two numbers on binary operations doesn't change the result. A plus B is equal to B plus A into B is equal to B into A. Let's test commutative property in rational numbers. Here we have already done addition process, subtraction, multiplication and division up to some extent. Here, what is commutative property means? A plus B is equal to B plus A. Means if you add, subtraction, multiplication or division, anything, any process you have to do, if order of these numbers will be changed, then also answer must be same. Let's find it. 1 plus 2 plus 3 by 2, we got 4 by 2. Next, let's change this. 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2. What we will get? 3 plus 1 by 2, that is equal to 4 by 2, which is also same. So addition is commutative. Addition is commutative in rational numbers for all rational numbers. Same like this. Let's test my subtraction. 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2. 3 minus 1 by 2, that is equal to 2 by 2, that is equal to 1. Minus 1 is not equal to 1. So subtraction disobeys commutative property in rational numbers. AB belongs to Q, but A minus B is not equal to B minus A, not equal. So disobeys. Next, multiplication. 1 by 2 into 3 by 2, we got 3 by 4. 3 by 2 into 1 by 2, 3 ones are 3 by 4. 2 to the 4. We got the same. So what can we say? Multiplication is commutative for any rational numbers in rational numbers. In sign language, for all AB belongs to Q, AB is equal to BA. So this obeys commutative property in multiplication process, and similarly division process. 1 by 2 divided by 3 by 2, we got 2 by 6. But what we get? 3 by 2 divided by 1 by 2, 3 into 2 by 1 into 2, 3 2s are 6 by 2. 2 by 6 is not equal to 6 by 2. So division process is not commutative for any rational numbers in rational numbers. Associative property. If you have to add 3 numbers, you can add 3 numbers in this process. First, add first number, second number, and then result with third number. Second case, add second one and third one, then first one. The result will be the same. Role of 0 in rational numbers. When the number 0 is added to any rational number, the rational number remains same. Example, look here, 1 plus 0 is equal to 1 and 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. Minus 2 plus 0 is equal to minus 2 and 0 plus minus 2 is equal to minus 2. So adding 0 doesn't change the answer. Thus, 0 is additive identity. Role of 1. When any rational number is multiplied with 1, the result remains same. Look here, half into 1 is equal to half and 1 into half is equal to 1. So multiplying with 1 also doesn't change the answer. So 1 is multiplicative identity. Additive inverse. Any two numbers whose sum is 0 are called additive inverses of each other. That means if we add any two numbers, we must get 0. Then the two numbers will be called as additive inverses for each other. Look at this here. 3 and minus 3 are adding each other, we got 0. So 3 and minus 3 are additive inverses of each other. Similarly, note this, additive inverse of 0 is 0 only, because 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. Any two numbers whose product is 1 are called multiplicative inverse to each other or reciprocals to each other. Look at this here, 4 and 1 by 4, if we multiply both, we got product is 1. So 4 and 1 by 4 are reciprocals to each other. Distributivity law of multiplication over addition. This law is multiplication and addition cumulative law. Here, for all rational numbers, if ABC are any three rational numbers, A into B plus C must be equal to AB plus AC, and A into B minus C must be equal to AB minus AC.